Hello friends, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator in the US, and today I'm going to share with you how to do a white ink background. I'm going to tell you first a little story how this came along. So this was a card that one of my team did for a challenge, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I absolutely love this background. So I said, okay, let me try that. When I came to stamp my lighthouse, I'm like, wait a minute, this is not the same lighthouse. So come to find out, that piece of paper at the top, it comes from the Memory and More package. This is the one. These cards are awesome. Well, I said, let's try to do the background with ink. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. And in this video, you're going to have many different tips also. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is take your craft ink, the white craft ink, and then you're going to take the re-inker for the craft ink, and you're going to put extra ink at the edge. So put that right at the edge. And I've been using, for some reason, you're going to see quite a few video now, or maybe last week, I don't know in which direction they're going to go, which one go first, using white ink. So don't think this is the only time you're going to use white ink. Also, it is awesome. It is a craft ink, so a pigment ink. So it takes longer to dry, and also you can emboss with that. Now, I'm taking a piece of cardstock that measure 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, I think. I will have all measurement on my blog. I'm going to bring a piece of scrap paper here. Now, take your ink pad, and you can tap it right directly down if you want. And it's sticky, see, boom. Oh, and then what I did the top and drag it. And drag. Turn it around and drag the other side. I just hold it there. Oops. And you're going to see with that, it's a lot lighter than the one you show us. It is, I mean, not lighter, darker in the white. Yes, this one is very darker in the white. But when it's going to dry, it's going to tone down a lot. That's how I done the background. Now, oh, I don't want no white there. I mean, no wet ink. What you're going to have to do is use the heat tool to dry it, or let it dry naturally, and that's going to take a little bit of time. So I pre-done one. And the first one that I didn't use my stamp apparatus, and I regret it because I want to stamp my lighthouse a few times, so it's going to be darker. So this is the stamp set Sailing Home, and the anchor also come from this bundle. Let me think, the Smooth Sailing dies. So now I'm going to decide where I want my ink, and I love to go right in the corner. Whoops, this way. Now I'm going to decide where I want my lighthouse. That was Ben. Then we're going to close this. I like to put stamp case there, so then it open easy. I mean, it stay flat to ink. Now I'm going to use Night of Navy, and we're going to tap, tap, tap. We're going to close this, give a good push, open again. It's pretty dark right now. The other one, my ink pad was not reading quite well, but still, I want even darker. Et voila! See how bright it is, and then you can see that white background, very, very lovely. Now, let me move this aside. I'm going to clean that after. Now, to do the card base, what I done, oh, one more thing. Let's get this done first. I die cut the anchor with the matching die. Now I'm using my Stays On, and I wanted to age this a little bit. So what I done, just hold this, drag your Stays On, flip this, and I think that add quite a bit to your anchor. So that's how I done my anchor. Let me show that. You can see it looked like it's an anchor that's been used, right? Gonna leave that aside for now. Now for our card base, it's half a card sheet, so it measures 8.5 by 5.5. I score at 2 3/4. Bring it back. Let me grab my bone folder here. And then I score at 5.5. Bring it in. So that's going to give it us a little bit of character. Also, I use the designer series paper in this section, Sail Away Home. I want to point out something in this new catalog here. On page 145, you get Come Sail Away the Suite. The suite is everything that they show in here. I'm using almost everything. This was the Memory and More card. I'm not using the embossing folder, but I'm using the stamp set, I'm using the die, I'm using the designer series paper, and I'm using the baker's twine. So you can just type one number right there at the top, and you're going to get all these. Or if you want just the stamp set and the die, you can buy the bundle here and save 10%. If you buy all this, it includes the die and the stamp set at the 10% mark in here. Or if you want to buy separately, here we go, the next page. So, but the suite, it's one number you have to write and you can get it all. Okay, let me remove that. So, this is the paper in the Sailing On. Oh, it's a bird trying to come in my window, my goodness. So I will have all measurement for these paper, and I'm going to share with you a little bit. When I was cutting my paper, the other one, the first one that I did the full width of this. Well, I had a strip. I'm like, it's plenty good. I just got too little of the Night of Navy. This one, it's the full length, so it's 5.5 by 2 3/4. This one, it's a little bit smaller, so I'm going to go with the full. I wanted to use my scrap. Now this one here, the one with the compass, we're going to put that inside. So you want to put your designer series paper first. And then we're going to close. Oh, first let's put our inside. So inside, it's a piece of Whisper White that measure 4 by 5 1/4, and I stamp Let's Be Your Anchor in Night of Navy. And this is the Seaside. The anchor, I use this Seaside spray, the same color than the cardstock that go at the top. Not sure if I had to say which color that was. So we're gonna mount that right inside. And then this one here, you have to pay attention when you glue it. If not, it's going to keep it all that shut. The first one that I did, I sponge with my dauber and Night of Navy. This one, I want to keep it this way because I think it brings the background so much more alive. So I am not doing the sponging. So I'm going to put glue, a strip right at the edge here, about 2 finger from the top, 2 finger from the bottom there. And then on this one here, you cannot put glue on everything because that's going to shut your card completely. So you want to go about halfway. So when you turn this, you know this is the side of the glue. So it's going to be on this side here. Just pay attention when you flip it, which side. And here we go. And I can put maybe another little bit there. I know it's going to go about there. Now I'm going to take this and try to centerize. this. Okay. Make sure your ink is dry before you start smearing this. Let's flip it. See, I don't have no ink there, so it's perfect. Now, all I done, where did it go? Oh my goodness. Okay, I cannot find my anchor. We just did it, right? Well, that is funny. No, it's not funny. Okay, well, I'm going to have to explain to you how I done my anchor. It will come back. Okay, the anchor, what I done with the anchor, I used my baker's twine, and I put glue dots in the back of this and wrap my twine. Then I put another piece in. I had stamped the birds too. Let me stamp the birds. Now, I cannot see where that thing flew away. I swear I get those in this place. I'm going to take my birds and I'm going to put that about here. And I'm doing it in Night of Navy. The other one I used black. And before going live, I said this is going to be all in Night of Navy. Now, let me bring a piece of scrap paper here. And I will do right on the side, because 3, 6, I'm the one that like to have odd numbers on any element at all time. Here we go. That is it, my friend. So hope you learned something kind of cool, and I think it is cool. Till next time, happy stamping, and all the supplies will be listed below. The link to my blog right below, just click on that, and also it is above in the eye, and you will have all the link to go to my blog and all the supplies list, plus I will have all measurement with score and everything. Thank you, and have a lovely day, my friend. Bye-bye for now.